Hi. I have to avoid this camera because and use this one as my the one to pay attention to, because when a blamer was at the UN blaming a video for Benghazi, an anti-Islam video, being that exposed how Muhammad was in the Hadith. He said, make no mistake, there must be no future for those that would slander the Prophet of Islam. And you know what slander the Prophet of Islam is? It's just talking about what's in the Quran and Hadith that you think is evil or stupid, which I have a tendency to do. So anyway, I'll continue this series. I was thinking of calling it the Muslim who will not die, but I don't know, he might quit, so that'd make me a liar. So I'll continue. I'll probably call it something else near the end of this thing. All right. And by the way, when I read the Muslims' words, I'll be using this side of my face plus doing a mock Arabic accent, and this side my words. Okay, here it goes. Here. Also, if the book, also if the book that the Quran confirms and reminds, or the before scriptures, is not the Bible, then what is the book? Exactly, what is the book? Well, I don't care where it's cause we have the last book from God, which tells you you'll be dragged off into hellfire for not believing in a book, Bible all Muslims believe to be corrupted. But we know its book was given to Jesus himself, not to Paul or anyone else. Oh, so you are saying it is a book. Well, where is the angel to stand firm upon and to judge therein? When did it become lost and corrupted to make Quran 568 and 547 lies? And surely it was in the language of Jesus. Then why is it called gospel, a Greek word? So if you can find it, I will be happy. But since I never will be able to, if not, then it won't matter to me, cause I'm sure it matched the same book we have, cause it came from the same source, God the Creator. If so, then again, when did it become lost and corrupted to make Quran 568 and 547 lies? To make Quran 1094 a lie? To make Quran 4, 136, 150, 151, 152, 2, 285, and 40, 70 through 72 lies? And when did it become lost and corrupted? About the Hadith, don't worry, it's matters of translations. Don't tell me the Jews came in and paid a Muslim to have it as, this is book 33, number 6390. Abdullah B. Masood reported that Allah's messenger Pubba, who is the most truthful of human beings, and is being truthful as a fact, said, verily, your creation is on this wise. The constituents of one of you are collected for 40 days in his mother's womb in the form of blood. So we're blood for 40 days. Yeah. When the sperm hits the egg, we're blood for 40 days. After which it becomes a clot of blood in another period of 40 days. So 40 days were blood, and then another 40 days were a clot of blood. Then it becomes a lump of flesh, and 40 days later Allah sends his angel to it with instructions concerning 4 things. So the angel writes down his livelihood, his death, his deeds, his fortune and misfortune. Right? The translations can't match the exact language it's saying. It gives the Arabic word here. Arabic word. Which means, in fact, goes back to the 40 days. If so, then find the Arabic version of this so that I may put it through Google Translate to see if that's true. Will you? After which it becomes in that 40 days, a clot of blood in like that. Notice then it then says, then it becomes a lump of flesh for 40 days later, after Allah sends his angel to it with instructions. What do you think of that? You think that is true? So does that 40 days go back, making it 40 days that the embryo is a blood clot? By the way, if an embryo even a blood clot is even a blood clot for, by the way, is an embryo even a blood clot for even 40 seconds? Yeah. If you can read Arabic, you may check this, or you can search an English explanation. It gives me something to see called 92. You see here, component, content, article, 92 number, research scientific miracles, and I go. Even though it's probably Taqiya, line for Allah, I think I'll check it out. I'll check. And I did check it out. I went there. It's all in Arabic. How do I know Muslim book 33, number 6590 is even there? And I don't wish you to open other topic till you finish the first one. Okay. Ask me what you want to finish, please. You know. Ask me what you want to finish, please. Well, again, where's that angel to stand firm upon and to judge therein? When did it become lost and corrupted to make Quran 568 and 547 lies? To make Quran 1094 a lie? To make Quran 4, 136, 150, 151, 152, 285, and 4272 lies? Your Bible says days and night and light was created before sun and moon, which is against science. So you have to believe it because it's the Torah, quote, Allah's book given to Musa. That not only says that, but in the Quran you have Allah creating the earth first, then 4 days later, or since 1 day to Allah is 1,000 years, well, 4,000 years later, after fertilized things and are created on earth, Allah then, quote, turns attention toward the sky, which is with smoke. You think that's scientific? And the sun is a star. Yet if you read it, stars came after Allah created the earth. So how did the earth get any light there if there was no sun for 4,000 years? You know? Being that 1 day to Allah is 1,000 years of what we count. So back to it. The verse of the Quran was talking about following the old books. As the Hadith says, these verses came for that case of the Jews that they didn't want to follow the law of stoning the adultery while it's written in their books. How does that mean the Bible's corrupted? Just because you don't want to follow something? Well, how does that mean it's corrupted and not confirmed by the Quran, even though the Quran says in 548 that it confirms whatever scripture that went before it? So don't just keep repeating it. Well, again, just because you don't want to follow something, well, how does that mean it's corrupted and not confirmed by the Quran, even though the Quran says in 548 that it confirms whatever scripture that went before it? Well, that's a pixel version. By the way, where is the original Arabic of Sahih Muslim, book 33, number 6590? You have proof that it's being translated in English incorrectly? Well, if it doesn't say the constituents of one of you are collected for 40 days in his mother's womb in the form of blood, after which it becomes a clot of blood in another period of 40 days, then put what it really says. Okay? Well, I put it anyway. I put it through Google Translate, and here's how it reads here. Okay. By the way, it's such a bunch of goggly goop. But this is what happens. Okay, I put what he sent me through Google Translate and said this: research scientific miracles and their impact on issues of jurisprudence. D. Abdullah Reformer, D. Jawad Al-Sawi. I have arisen many questions about several opinions related to the creation of embryos and carry and built under the provisions of Sirius created a sensation in scientific circles, a fatwa that permits the projection embryos 4 months ago, which claimed the killing of these fetuses, and her recipes arguing legitimately deny the it's not making sense. I said, what does that have to, and I say this, what does that have to do with what I found in Sahih Book 33, number 6590, not saying, quote, the constituents of one of you are collected for 40 days in his mother's womb in the form of blood, after which it becomes a clot of blood in another period of 40 days. What does that have to do with that? Joel Karnal. And the details fit. Alexander of King Cyrus V. Again, story of this verse, and it's about the adultery people. So don't keep repeating them. Then why is it called gospel? A Greek word. Oh, he's taking my words out of context here. Okay. Your church lies. Says lies. I don't have to believe it. Your own scholars say Jesus spoke Aramaic, not Greek. So find Jesus' exact words, not translations. I'm sorry, I am sleepy. It's 12:30. I can't reply to all. And you are just repeating same things. I have no idea what you're talking about. I'm not a member of any church. All I know is that I just discovered that when Muslims say Quran 96 really means clinging leaf-like substance, they are lying. For I discovered Sahih, authentic Muslim Hadith, Book 33, number 6590, saying, quote, the constituents of one of you are collected for 40 days in his mother's womb in the form of blood, after which it becomes a clot of blood in another period of 4 days. And guess what? Guess what? An embryo is never a blood clot, not even for 40 seconds. Not even for 40 seconds. I'll stop here.